Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Michael Mastro. This is Vastu Creations. Today we're going to look at the chart for the late Norman Lear. May he rest in peace. If you look to the eastern horizon when he was born, you would see the constellation associated with Leo rising at 28 degrees. First, we'll look and see how the planets are operating. Then we'll look and see when they're operating during certain events and what could be done to strengthen the chart. So Sun is ruling the chart, and it is placed in the 12th house. This gives Norman the ability to take on different roles and gives his life purpose connected to making people laugh through comedy. And this is also his prime indicator for health. Sun is weak because of its placement in a challenging house, and is also afflicted by Ketu. So this can give some digestive issues, some heart issues. Then we have Moon, any multicona sign in the 6th, 8th, or the 12th, the Dustana challenging houses, the ruler of that sign becomes challenging. So you see Cancer in the 12th house ruled by Moon. Moon is fairly benign in the chart. It's not causing any issues. It's not close to the rising sign degree. But again, it gives him this ability to take on roles as a writer, producer, comedian. Mars is ruling the house of good fortune, and it is placed in the house of happiness. And it connects his good fortune through Mars' signification of passion to make others happy through comedy. Let's look at Mercury. Mercury is at 29 degrees. Any planet more than 25 degrees is said to be in old age and has trouble promoting its own significations. So it gives him wealth. It's ruling the house of wealth and fame and stability in marriage. But because it's a little bit weak, it makes his speech controversial. So some of his comedy on political satire, social satire is controversial. Then we have Jupiter, ruling the house of creativity, placed in the house of wealth and fame. So again, this is creativity through entertainment, giving wealth and fame. And Jupiter is all about writing as well. So he was a writer. Weak, afflicted by Moon, Venus. Venus is ruling the house of success. It is placed in the 1st house, connecting his life purpose with success through fine arts, performing arts, healing arts. So comedy is a healing art, and the writing, fine art. Then we have also Venus, because it's weak, gives some issues for sexual organs. He did have prostate cancer. Then we have weak, afflicted Saturn. Saturn is ruling the house of partnerships. It's placed in the house of wealth and fame. So wealth and fame through his partnerships with other producers, other writers, etc. Then we have challenging Rahu and Ketu. So Rahu is in the 2nd house, so desire for wealth and fame. And then Ketu's in the 8th house, which gives insights into longevity. He lived over 100, and the healing power of comedy. So using the modality of comedy as a healing element. Let's look at the timing of events. So he joined the military in 42 during a K2 period. K2 bringing dramatic changes, sitting in the house of drama and dramatic changes, 8th house. And then he got separated from his wife in 56 during a Saturn period, Saturn ruling the house of marriage. He had a long run with very famous sitcoms starting in 1971 with All in the Family, Maud, many others. During a Jupiter main period was all his successes during the 70s and the 80s. He got separated from his second wife in 83 during a Rahu period, Rahu sitting in the house of the stability of marriage. And then in 88, he got prostate cancer during a moon period. So moon is ruling the house of surgery. And it was afflicting Venus at that time. Again, Venus is the sexual organs, prostate cancer. And then I think Saturn was involved too. Saturn is sitting in the house of seventh house, which has to do with sexual organs. Then he wrote a memoir in 2014 during a Mercury period. Mercury is communication, writing, speaking, and ruling the house of fame, giving fame. In December 5th, 2023, he passed away during a K2 period. K2 sitting in the house of longevity, and K2 and Rahu were close to the rising sign degree and were afflicting his 12th house of end of life, as well as many other houses affecting his health at that point. To strengthen the chart, he was doing a lot of charity work, which would transform Rahu and K2, as well as the moon. The rest of the planets could be strengthened with my favorite remedy, Kavash. And that contains the Devata yantras to be strengthened. If you'd like to order a Kavash or get a reading or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to www.vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.